Voice clear? Voice is clear means I will just check if display is okay. Okay. I don't know why it is not going. Okay. Here also up to here, almost here. Okay, this one. Voice clear? Okay, let's start. See, yesterday's question, the cross section is like, you can make a note here. See, the cross section of member is like this. This is the cross section. A very important note. This is not writing. I'll cancel it. Cross section like this. I took this as A, this as B, this is C, this is D. See correctly the principles now. This is the cross section. Actually load is acting this way. And further, at present you take this as XX. Later I am changing it. Instead of XXYY, to understand correctly for RCC and foundation part, I won't call XXYY. It will give problem for you because in columns, what happens is XX and YY are not this way and this way. Major is XX, minor YY. If that is the side which is parallel to the longer side, they want XX. So then confusion. So there in RCC, those who came to my class, I am changing not XXYY. I take 1, 1 and 2, 2. Then I'll give concept clear for you. See, this complete distance is, if I remember, it is 250. This complete length is 600. Therefore, from the axis, extreme fibers here is 125, 125. And from here, extreme fibers are 300, 300, all in millimeter. And there is axial load P here. I considered one moment like this. BM moment means bending moment. This is the bending moment. See, when you tell bending moment this way, this is the axis. So that is like this. This is called BM about this axis. It is called MY. And one more BM I took. See, it can be like this also. One more I took this way. See, this way. That is actually this way. BM about XX axis, MX. Your P is how much? 240 kilonewton. Conversion later. Moment about Y equal to 30 kilonewton meter. And also BM about X is how much it is? It is there. 45 kilonewton meter. Correct? No. Moment about Y is not 30. I think some mistake there. I think moment about Y is not 30. See correctly there? I think there is some substitution mistake. You are not told. See, this is your responsible. If any problem comes later because of the interchanging, it is your responsibility. If you don't observe properly, in the sketch I have given, tell me, in the sketch, how much in the starting of the question, tell me, how much I gave here? In the starting of question, how much I gave here? First, see, now everything is spoiled. If it is wrong, everything is spoiled now because of your not observation. I already told you, you should correctly observe. I cannot remember all the values. Tell me, in the original, in the question, how much I told this way? Tell answer. See, cross section was, actually I told cross section this way. Longer side and shorter side I mentioned here. Then, in the question, I gave one M here. How much I gave? Tell me, in the original question, how much I gave? I think most probably it is interchanged. Most probably it is interchanged now. If it is interchanged, we cannot do anything. It is your mistake. 45. See, this is I given 45. Okay, see. Now, this is sufficient to spoil the complete question. Sorry, you are responsible. You only responsible. I gave 45 here. Tell me how much I gave here. See, if you, how I can remember when I write on the board, I rub it. If you do not concentrate this way, it will spoil the complete question. How much I gave this way? Tell. Now everything is gone. How much I gave this way? See, such things if you don't observe, I gave 30. Okay, then in the cross section, this is moment about x. Tell me, what is moment about x? This is moment about, okay, correct, okay, correct. Okay, I take back the comment. I suddenly thought interchange. Okay, no problem. See, this moment my, it is given 45 and this moment mx given 30. Okay, correct. Then no problem. Otherwise, I had changed the question. Always do one thing. Such small matter, give more important. Okay, now, make a note. Anywhere stress equal to plus P by A, we got area of the cross section. We got moment of inertia about Yy. See, if you remember, area equal to how much? 250 by 600. And moment of inertia about Yy is 250 I about Yy. 250 into 600 cube divided by 12. Very important. When you want I about Yy, cubing is 600. B is linear. See, one side is linear, other is cube by 12. Same way, when I want I about xx here, it is 600 into 250 cube. So the cubing number is very important. Over. We got the answer. Then substitute in the equation. We got stress anywhere equal to, this is the equation. See, resultant stress anywhere compression positive is, this is the equation. Where I told you very clearly how to measure x and y. I told you. See, if this is y axis, any moment Bm about y axis, then compression tension comes this way and this way. So your distance m by I equal to sigma by y, that y is not this y. That formula y, m by I into y, there y means distance from neutral axis. So now the distance should be x distance. That is strength of material y is x. Same way I told. When you consider moment about which one? Xx axis. This is about, this is for what? This is for my. Same way. Xx, yy. When you take this moment, mx, for this moment, this is the width, this is the depth, axis xx, and now I about xx is 600 into 250 cube. Now, this side, don't see this one. See, or I will remove, see, this is for yy. I will remove yy now. Okay, see. Now, here, this side compression, this side tension. Here, this way. This side compression, this side tension. On that basis, we took compressive positive, we got equation. Then, just to understand the principle, we found stresses somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here randomly. When you find the stress, plus means compression, minus means tension. This I told you. If you get plus 7.6, what you have to write? Answer is plus 7.6. Then write 7.6 compression. Suppose you got minus 8.9. When you write this with sign, minus 8.9. When you write the answer, you write that is no minus, 8.9 tension. Then also we got stresses at 4 points which lie in the axis. 2 points which will lie in the x-axis axis. The points which will lie in the x-axis axis has no effect of moment above mx. Why? For mx, when you measure y this way, y becomes 0. Same way, for 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here, see, for 2 points here, when you take my, distance will come, x will not come. And for 2 points here, when you take this way, x will not come, y will come. This all we considered. Or y worry. If a point is here, this x is there, y is not there. Same here. Here these 2 points, x is 0, y is there. And then after all those points, P1, P2, P3, P4, see, P1, P2, P3, P4, then extra point, some random P5, P6, P7, P8. After all those points over, then we considered the most important. Lastly, we considered the most important because you know axial force gives uniform stress. Whether you consider here or consider here, wherever you consider, axial stress has got P by A. It has nothing to worry about what variation for axial stress. But when you consider bending moment, neutral axis 0. As you go to outer fibers, stress will increase. And design point of view, whether it is a column design or RCC column or steel column or any column, or even later for foundation, the critical is always extreme fiber, where effect of BM will be maximum. So, we considered extreme fibers A, B, C, D. See, for A, if you remember, see, for this is A, B, C, D. I don't mean once again right now. Extreme fibers A, B, C, D. See, lastly, we consider extreme fibers A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. See now, this is the axis, this is the axis. For C, the C point, see, this way, one minute. For this one, your x equal to 300, y equal to 125. For B also, no plus minus, x is 300, y is other way, 125. For these 2 points, once again x is 300, left side. Left right is not considered. Left right you consider when you put sign here, stress here, tension, compression positive, and y equal to 125. These 4 corner points are always critical. Actually, one of the corner stress will be maximum, other corner stress will be minimum. Therefore, on that basis, tell the answer. What is the resultant stress at A? Resultant stress at A we got. Answer fast. Newton per mm square. See, when you calculate A, see, add one thing. When you consider My, these 2 compression, these 2 tension. When you consider Mx, this way, these 2 compression, these 2 tension, everything told last time. Therefore, finally, the stresses we got yesterday are minus 7.6 here. Resultant stress at B, you got resultant stress. Don't tell wrong value. Minus 3.6 here. Resultant stress at C. Resultant at C. We got plus 10.8. All in Newton per mm square. Resultant, later when you go to foundation, it will be Kn per meter square because pressure, I will tell you. Resultant stress at D. D. Resultant, we got plus 6.8. Okay. Now, yesterday I told you, if you add all the 4, you get 1.6. I forgot to mention. Add all the 4 values, it will give you, add all the 4 values. Then I forgot. You should divide by 4. Then you should get 1.6. I forgot yesterday. Sometimes it happens. When you add all the 4 corner pressure stresses and then divide by 4, you will get back this number. Coming? Tell me. Coming or not coming? Add all the 4 with the proper sign and then divide by 4. That is average value. You should get back this number. The first number. Plus 1.6. Coming or not coming? First tell me. Coming or not coming? Add all the 4, then divide by 4. You should get plus 1.6. Coming. Okay. Don't bother. Okay, now, make a note. This is very important for corner pressure. Now, later, right here, later, not later, later in case of footing and also during design of columns, either RCC or steel, whatever it is, our critical is always corner stresses. So when you want corner stresses, the critical is always corner, is the corner. One corner it will be maximum, other corner it will be minimum. Now, corner will, right here, corner, all the four corners will be at the extreme fiber with all the, you should write yourself, all the four corners will be at the extreme fibers with respect to both the axes. See, with respect to x-axis axis, these two and these two are extreme fibers. With respect to y-y, again these two, see, x-axis axis, these two one side extreme, these two other side extreme. With respect to y-y, these two this side extreme, these two this side extreme. Since all of them are extreme fibers, we need not waste time by using the term sigma for bending equal to m by I into y. What you can do is, you can directly use Z concept. Now, see, this is by what? This is by basic equation. Basic, that is sigma bending equal to m by I into y, and axial is p by a. Therefore, what you can do is, you can directly consider Z concept. So what I will do is, I will go to Z concept. See, you should know Z about any axis. It can be xx or yy equal to I about that axis divided by y max. This y max is not your xyy. This is strength of material y in the equation m by I equal to sigma by y. Or you can tell y max means distance of extreme fibers from neutral axis. That is called Z. Then, see, sigma bending equal to m by I into y, or m by I divided by y, I by y is Z, or sigma bending at extreme fibers directly equal to plus or minus m by Z. Now, axial force is same. Therefore, write everything. If you use that concept, then sigma resultant at not anywhere now. This you cannot use for stress somewhere here. If you want to find stress somewhere in between, you cannot use Z concept. You should use basic equation m by I into y. I told you the bending stress chapter. So sigma resultant at any corner. This is valid only for corner. Make a note here. Z concept valid only for corner, equal to plus p by a plus or minus m about x divided by z about x plus or minus m. Okay, you are using what? Y first. Okay, first y term. Okay, m about y divided by z about y plus m about x by z about x. Your P is how much? 240 kilonewton. Your m about y is this way. My equal to, where I wrote, m equal to 45 kilonewton meter. Mx equal to 30 kilonewton meter. Now, area equal to 250 by 600. That is equal to, where is the area? 150,000 ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? 25 150 ಹೌದು 150,000 mm square area. Then see very careful now. Z about y equal to I about y divided by y max. Y max from y axis. From the y axis, your y max is that is actually x max. Correct? Clear or not? See, from the y axis, see, if this is the y axis, this is the distances you have to measure. So in the equation m by I equals sigma by y, when you take y axis, distance of the fiber, outer fiber from y will be our coordinate x. This y max is x max. Your x max equal to, now I y equal to, see here, I about y equal to 250 into 600 cube divided by 12 divided by from y maximum distance is 300. Tell the answer. This will give you z in 10 to the power 6. Tell the answer. How much? 250 into 600 cube by 300. By 12 divided by 300. What is the answer? Tell me in 10 to the power 6. I by y maximum. This answer. 250 into 600 cube by 12 divided by 300. Answer. Fast. 15 10 to the power 6. Are you sure? Correct or 15? I don't know. 15 correct? Okay, 15. Now, or you can do one thing. Directly you can write only for not I section, only for rectangular section. Only for rectangular section, your z will be equal to general. It is actually b into d cube alla, bd square by 6. Why? You can make a note. I equal to bd cube by 12. See, I equal to bd cube by 12. Y max equal to d by 2. Therefore, z equal to bd cube by 12 divided by d by 2 will give bd square by 6. Here it should be same as moment of inertia. Therefore, you should square that term which is cubed in moment of inertia. Therefore, if I want z about y equal to, see, your z about y equal to what? Z about y means, see, when you do I about y, what you are doing? 250 into 600 cube. Now same way it is 250 into, that is side parallel to y into perpendicular, not cube, perpendicular square divided by 6. Is it the same answer? Tell me. Is it same answer or not? But z will come in millimeter cube. It should be same answer. Yes or no? Fast. Is it same answer? Once again, 15 10 to the power 6. Same answer. Same way, z about x axis. Z about x equal to, you can use ixx by y max. It is I about xx by y max. I about xx is 600 into 250 cube divided by 12. With respect to x-axis, y max is y max only. That is 125. Or you can write directly with respect to x-axis, parallel side is 600 into, don't cube it, 250 square divided by 6. You can do whatever way you want. Tell the answer. You can do whatever way you want. Tell the answer. 600 into 250 square divided by 6. What is the answer? 600 into 250 square divided by 6. Answer. Fast. 600 into 250 square by 6. 6.25. 6.25. Therefore, directly you can tell, I will remove this complete now. P by A, My by Zy, Mx by Zx. If you substitute here, therefore, sigma resultant, remember now, it is not anywhere, at any corner. When you use Z concept, you should not consider intermediate level. Only corner or extreme fiber equal to plus 240 10 to the power 3 Newton. Area is 150,000 plus or minus. Moment about Y is 45 10 to the power 6 divided by Z about Y is 15 into Z about Y. Where is Z about Y? Z about Y is 15 10 to the power 6. Lastly, plus or minus moment Bm about x axis. That is 30 10 to the power 6 divided by Z about x axis 6.25 10 to the power 6. Or if I simplify now, it will become, calculate now. Now if you simplify now, it will become 240 10 to the power 3 divided by 150,000. 150 10 to the power 3 is plus 1.6 plus or minus 45 by 15. It is coming 3. Something went wrong. How much it came last time? Tell me. It is coming 3. Something you made mistake. How much last time came? First equation 1.6. What is second number you got? In the equation for stresses, what is second number you got? Last class. No. Correct. Because that was for any fiber. Y is pending. Okay. Y is pending. Therefore, it is 3 into, I forgot here. This much into X, this much into Y. So, it is 3 times X plus or minus 30 by 6.25. Okay. 30 by 6.25. 30 divided by 6.25 is 4.8 times Y. 4.8 times Y. Y is the answer. But remember, this principle you should use only for extreme fiber. You cannot use for intermediate level. Intermediate level you should write what? M by I into Y. You should not write what? Sorry. Now there is no X and Y. What is this one? There is no X and Y now. See, this is because of feeling tired. Actually, a lot of work today. I went out and came late. So that's why no X and Y. Why? M by I into Y. No, Y is gone. Only this much. Or now see, you can do very easily. Or now make a note here. See. But this is due to My. This is due to Mx. Therefore, you can make a note here. Y axis is here. Our moment is this way. My is like this. Therefore, if you take ABCD due to My, what happens now? This is compression, this is tension, or here plus, here minus, here minus. And second one, due to Mx, your X axis is here. This is Y. X here. Our moment, bending moment is this way you have taken, M about X. Now, this is compression, this is tension, ABCD. Now, because of this BM, this is negative, See, positive, positive, negative, negative. Here, this is negative, this also negative. These two are positive, this is positive. Now, therefore, you can tell directly resultant stress at A equal to B equal to C equal to D equal to C. First term plus 1.6 plus 1.6 plus 1.6 plus 1.6. Then due to my term, this term, see here, A and D are negative. A is negative, D is negative. B and C are positive. Answer, how much it is? 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. And due to mx term, D and C are what? D, that's correct. D and C are positive, plus, plus. A and B are negative, negative. How much answer? 4.8. 4.8, 4.8, 4.8. Equal to, equal to, equal to, equal to. If you calculate, you will get. Tell the answer fast. You calculate. Tell the answer here. All in Newton per mm square. Because why? This is not pressure. This is a stress calculation. Answer. These 4 answers. Tell the answer. How much? First answer. First answer. Or are you getting the same answer last time you typed? Minus 7.6, then minus 3.6, minus 3.6. No, see, something you made mistake. You told minus 3.6. Now it is coming 1.6 plus 3 is 4.6. 4.6 minus 4.8 is minus 0.2. I don't know what happened. There is some calculation mistake here. See, again see, there is some calculation mistake here. Where is the mistake? These all, if you make mistake, what I can do? See, you are not attending properly. If a calculation mistake is there, you are responsible. Now see, full gone. This is called unnecessary time waste. Unnecessary time waste. 45 10 to the power 6 divided by about yy. 250 into 600 square. 3. 3 is correct. And other one. What is the other one? 30. 4.8 correct. Due to my, what? A and D are negative. Okay. And B and C are positive. Due to mx, C and D are negative. Due to which one? Due to mx, which one negative? See. Due to mx, interchange. Due to mx, A and B are negative, correct? A negative, B negative. And C and D are positive. Tell how much you are getting here. First answer. How much first answer you are getting? See, because of you are not cooperating properly, not telling me wrong answer, this happens. What I can do? If such things happen, I cannot remember all the values. My duty is to give principle and steps. Calculation part you should do correctly. Now I don't know what happened now. It is giving, your answer was earlier, you told how much? Earlier answer you told was A is, in the beginning of the class I can see, A is minus 7.6. Okay. Answer correct actually. How much it is? 4.8 and 3. 7.8 and 1.6. If you make this way mistake, I have to close the class. If this way you make the mistake, I have to close the class. See, you told yesterday, when the beginning of the class, answer is A minus 7.6, B plus minus 3.6, minus 3.6, C you told plus 10.8, D you told plus 6.8. Now tell me, how much A you are getting? A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, correct. A, B, C, D. How much A you are getting now? Minus 6.2. You told minus 7.6. What I can do? I have to stop the class. Sorry. That is some mistake from your side. Very sorry. I will stop the class. That is, you are not participating properly. I told you, you should note down the values correctly. If by chance anything is wrong in substitution, you should tell immediately. Now, if it is wrong value, I cannot continue the class. It becomes nonsense then. I cannot give alternate solution directly using Z concept without using X and Y, and then answer is not telling me. It is completely what nonsense it is. Minus 6.2. Yesterday you got how much? Minus 7.6. How you got minus 7.6 yesterday and how you got minus 6.2 today? First clarify that one. Sorry. This is beyond the limit. You are telling minus 6.2. Yesterday's answer was minus 7.6. If such thing happens, I am helpless. It will spoil my reputation. It will spoil. That is, maybe some number is wrong. You are not observing. You are silently looking at the board. And you know how many people are there? Very few. Nobody want to come live. Yesterday you told minus 7.6, minus 3.6, plus 10.8, plus 6.8. How today it came minus 6.2? If yesterday is minus 7.6 and today is minus 6.2, I will not continue 1 millimeter further. MY, sorry, if MY, MX interchange, class I am stopping. I am stopping the class and uploading a recorded class for this one. I will upload a recorded class. Why? This I can't tolerate. Moment about Y is 45 you told, and Z about Y is 250 into 600 square by 6. If this is the mistake you make, I have to stop the class and I will upload a record version. Why? Class will be continued. Moment about Y, I asked you repeatedly. You told yesterday I wrote 45 here. If I wrote 45 here, 45 10 to the power 6 divided by 250 into 600 square divided by 6. It is coming 3. And moment about X is 30 you told. 30 10 to the power 6 divided by 600 into 250 square divided by 6 is coming 4.8. Now you are telling moments are interchanged. If moments are interchanged, sorry, I cannot take the class. It is called responsibility. See, I cannot remember what value I have given, first of all. Yesterday interchange is again problem it is. Yesterday interchange, today problem is, once again problem only it is. Why yesterday interchange? Why yesterday interchange, first of all? I cannot tolerate such things. Yesterday that way, today this way. That is not allowed.